up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. Don't really need down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They get a big amount back. 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Fielded at the 20. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Ready. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Let's get it.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end fan. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
91. 59. Strip the ball. Strip that. Big trip.
On 1st down, Locke. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Yep. Ready.
On first down, Bowman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Locke throwing on second down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? It did not let him get downfield.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now a first down carry by Bell. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down now, it's Bowman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On third and long, it's Locke. And he's taken down. Back back at his own 7. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60-or.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You got it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets it complete to Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
15. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready. Hey, Foxtrot. Ready.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd down, it's Bowman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw it is Locke. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down now. It's Bowman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
From midfield, here's Locke. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go, D. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Locke going to throw. Forced out to his left. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Switch. Watch twist.
On 1st down, Bowman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
I'm coming after you. Hey! Get him. You got him. Shoot.
Now a give right side. It's Bowman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And going. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Here we go.
On first down, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Clock will try again on 2nd down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a give, right side. Bowman. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Block again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check Greystone, travel.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bowman, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. You draw Corker.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. And this is going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st down, Bowman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10.
60 outlaw. Bravo. Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. Let's make these babies cry.
Lock working out of the gun.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. To throw again on second down. Mahomes dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One final try for Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter